guys, it's Emma Vigeling with TYT Politics. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I'm really excited to talk to you guys all once again. I hope everyone's having a good Monday. Just a quick story because I find it very interesting and irritating that the Obama administration and the people that used to work for him have the gall to criticize Trump about some of his obviously disastrous policies while they have opened the door for him to surveil on Americans without any scrutiny because of what Obama did with the NSA program. So I'm going to give you a little bit of the details of what Trump is trying to renew and some of the ways in which the Obama administration opened the door for Trump to just trample on our Constitution and listen in on everyone's calls. Hurrah! So Edward Snowden, ever heard of him? Obviously, I think he's a hero, but Obama and many establishment people think he's a traitor. The very program that he revealed to America, Trump is trying to reauthorize it. I'll give you just kind of a quick summary of the details. Portions of the law, including a provision known as Section 702, will expire at the end of the year on December 31st unless Congress reauthorizes them. Section 702 enables two internet surveillance programs called PRISM and Upstream. PRISM is, I would say, the more infamous one, classified details of which were revealed by Edward Snowden. PRISM gathers messaging data from Alphabet Inc.'s Google, Facebook Inc., Microsoft Corporation, Apple Incorporated, and other major tech companies that is sent to and from foreign targets under surveillance. Upstream allows the NSA to copy web traffic flowing along the internet backbone located inside the United States and search that data. So obviously, if you wonder why these tech companies like Apple and Google and Facebook are so cozy with President Obama and Hillary Clinton, to be frank, when she was running in 2016, there's a reason for it. It's because neoliberal Democrats support these policies where tech companies are heavily involved with the, foreign policy protections of the United States. So there's a cozy relationship that is troubling, and if you're curious, Facebook's co-founder Dustin Moskovitz donated $20 million to Hillary Clinton's campaign in 2016, and Obama's top three donors in 2012, number one, University of California, that's not relevant, but number two, Microsoft Corporation, and number three, Google Incorporated, these same companies that are heavily involved in the surveillance of American citizens. They always say Silicon Valley, all those good, liberals, those techie liberals. Yeah, they're only liberal when there isn't any money involved. When there's some money involved, then they're gonna help President Obama survey the American people, and they'll probably do it gleefully under Donald Trump. So that's how it works, the fluidity between these neoliberal Democrats and these tech companies. Obviously, Trump has tech ties as well. So this is a bipartisan issue of government overreach. The Republicans love small government, but can't wait to extend this NSA program. So you could say, Obama, he did these warrantless wiretapping programs just because he knew that he was smart enough to be able to deal with it, and he knew that he wasn't going to abuse it. That's what Obama, he was strong, and he was a smart leader, and he knew that he could handle these dicey constitutional concepts and not abuse it against the American people. He had no idea that a loose cannon like Donald Trump would become president and have his hands on these massively powerful tools. Unfortunately, that's not the case. With only days until Donald Trump takes office, this was from, obviously a few weeks ago, the Obama administration announced new rules that would let the NSA share vast amounts of private data gathered without a warrant, court orders, or congressional authorization with 16 other agencies, including the FBI, the DEA, and the Department of Homeland Security. The new rules allow employees doing intelligence work for those agencies to sift through raw data collected under a broad Reagan-era executive order that gives the NSA virtually unlimited authority to intercept communications abroad. Previously, NSA analysts would filter out information they deemed irrelevant and mask the names of innocent Americans before passing it along. The change was in the works long before there was any expectation that someone like Trump might become president. The last-minute adoption of these procedures is one of many examples of the Obama administration making new executive powers established by the Bush administration permanent on the assumption that the executive branch can be trusted to police itself. The NSA provision, this NSA provision was so important to Obama that he knowingly risked a maniac like Donald Trump getting his hands on it. Yes, it may have been in the works before they had any idea that Trump was going to be president, but again, were you so confident that Hillary Clinton was going to win that you just had these in the works? And you know, Obama could have stopped it, this action, before Donald Trump became president, or just tried to curtail it in any way. But it's that important to you. Surveying Americans and knowing their calls and their internet activity is that important to you that you were willing to risk this. It's just like, why? What is the point? And Snowden is the traitor, and Snowden is un-American. When Obama, you were a constitutional professor. You should know that this is completely unconstitutional and illegal. And now look at this. Trump has his hands on it. Executive Order 12333, often referred to as 12333, has attracted less debate than congressional wiretapping laws, but serves as authorization for the NSA's most massive surveillance programs, far more than the NSA's other programs combined. Under 12333, the NSA taps phone and internet backbones throughout the world, records the phone calls of entire countries, vacuums up traffic from Google and Yahoo's data centers overseas, and more. So that's what Obama implemented right before he left office. And now, you know what? Donald Trump has it. But from the provisions that Trump wants to reauthorize, here are some more details on that. As the NSA scans the cables for information on its targets, it also collects information on the other Americans those targets are communicating with, as well as entirely unrelated information such as communications from people who happen to be in the same chat room as a target. Furthermore, the targets can be selected for any foreign intelligence purpose, not just counterterrorism. As a result, the NSA ends up collecting information on a huge number of U.S. persons without getting a warrant, collection they describe as incidental, but which is really inevitable. And using what critics call the backdoor loophole, the law enforcement officials then search through the material for information on other Americans. Look, I certainly trust Obama more than I trust Donald Trump. But what I don't trust is his judgment on Obama's judgment on this issue. Why would you expand the executive branch's power this much in terms of surveillance and counterterrorism that you would risk having someone like Donald Trump come in as president and having his hands all over this stuff? He's primed to abuse it. The reason he thought Obama was wiretapping Trump Tower, besides the fact that, you know, there was like a little bit of information kernel that said that he might have wanted to, is because Trump himself would do it. He has authoritarian tendencies. And you know what? Obama's not that much better on this issue. So now Obama's saying he's going to come back into the political fold to fight gerrymandering. Why would you give Republicans this power, but not the power to, like, determine our elections? It's so weird how, I know that's kind of a side point, but, like, Obama's coming back into politics to fight gerrymandering. Why didn't you fight this stuff from the beginning? And you know what? It's because on this issue, Obama is a conservative. And he opened this door for Trump to have this power. And so we honestly, and I don't blame the neoliberals for everything, but if this NSA surveillance gets worse, we will have no one to blame but Obama, who allowed this to happen and who opened the doors. Oi. All right. Have a good day, guys.